Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel here today. Today we're here for two more episodes of Musume Pretty Derby. Very excited to be back here again with the horse girls after our energetic start. I'm keen to just see more and settle into the world and do all those other episode 2, episode 3 kind of things. Just gotta pop the YouTube comments up from the Patreon, which I do read and react to every single episode, and I've got 5 here. A few shorter ones here and there, but a few interesting tidbits all the same. Stunny who is Sal, I believe we're meaning Peter the horses here, insert Family Guy whatever I find up there. Very true. The horses are here. There's many a Uma is the way I understand it. Next comment, Lazy Joe. Some lore about the world building. There's no regular horses in the Musume world. All the Uma are female, even if the real racehorse is based on, or the racehorse they're based on is a male. If a human dad and an Uma mom have a baby girl, she's a Uma. If a human dad and a human mom have a baby girl, there's a small chance that she could be born as an Uma. Now I thought that this was funny because we're even putting like gacha elements into childbirth. Like you're rolling whenever you give birth to your child to see if she's going to be like a horse or not. That seems... I don't know, fuck it, just put gambling in it, sure. Apparently all of this isn't really relevant to anything that happens in the show, but I like the attempt of lore. I think that... That's hilarious, man. What do you mean they roll to see if the kid's gonna be a horse girl or not? That's very funny to me. I think there is something to be said of, like, every single Musume person being a girl. Like, I mean, we've definitely picked our demo for our gacha game, which is, I mean, straight men and gay women, and I don't know, straight women can be into it too. I'm not gonna stop them, but you're limiting demographics by not having men in it is the point. That's all I'm trying to say. We've definitely we've narrowed in with the thing we want to do and the people we want to attract to it. Might do this for the next couple, sure. Panic, Musume, I need horse girls, which is, I mean, that's a sentiment that I'm sure all of us can agree with on some level. BD422. Yeah, don't Google the horse names. All the races and careers of the girls are pretty much one-to-one to real life. Don't look anything up. Gotcha. Potentially something we can reflect back on when a character and their arc finishes, maybe. I don't know if that's a thing that happens, but I don't know. Yeah, just let me know the real-life stuff when and if it becomes pertinent, and I won't go pursue it myself. Put it that way. I'm trusting you guys to supply me with the right stuff there. And last comment here from Kenji, who just simply says peak. I mean, I'm not going to agree with you right away, but... It was definitely entertaining. Episode 1 had its merits, for sure. And with that, we'll finish the YouTube comments. We'll give the Patreon a quick shout out, and then we'll dive into some setup for Musume, episodes 2 and 3. The aforementioned Patreon, yes, if you can't get enough of your horse girl fix in this video right here, next week's is already up there ready to go. Just click on the link in the description. $6 a month is all you need there, so... Again, if you're into your Princess Tutu, if you're into your Mushi-Shi, potentially it's something that should interest you. Haven't been doing this one in a while as well, but subscribe. Click the subscribe button, smash that bell, all the things that people say, like the video. Do all the normal shill stuff. Why not? Chuck it all in there. Either way, Patreon. Thank you very much to the following people. Sean, AJ, Akomancer, Bananarama, Madama-sama, Capella, Chubaribi, Dapper Dwarf, Ed, Fancy Question Mark, Fruit, Gloriana Tenebrae, Glyke, Hans Peter, Ika, Yako Yavanen, Joran, Kasogtha, Clem, Lick H, Lou, Master Detective, Matthew Bratcher, Mickey Babbers, Miru, Mistake L. Chen, Molly Weinberger, Mr. Maniacs, Panic, Pencil Shop 333, Pointed Snowdrop, Ronlad B&K, St. Lily, Sal, Sam1373, Skeleton, Tentacle Member, Waifu Overdose, Without a Net, Binchi, Jumby Boo, Kelvin, Hayuto, 138641, Aussie, Aiden O'Brien. Thank you to all those people. Cheers. Thanks for the money. So yes, Musume, episode 1. We introduced to the world of Musume. We are attending Tracen Academy. We're in the, I guess, protagonist point of view of Special Week, a particular, I guess, wide-eyed, country bumpkin-esque Uma, for lack of a better term, who is very excited and intrigued by, you know, being in the big city, visiting this new world, and wanders down to the racetrack and spies a particular horse by the name of Silent Suzuka, somebody that's very inspiring to her, something, I'm going to be the best horse girl in the world. This person, Silent Suzuka, is inspiring me to do that. Sure, let's try and pursue that. Insofar as I'm going to, apply to be in the same, stable as her, the same, group in the academy, I guess, club. I'm unfortunately not fast enough in that race, but au contraire, I am kidnapped by Goldship and some other horses to a different club with Trainer-san, who groped me earlier in the episode, and turns out Silent Suzuka is there all the same. Apparently she isn't being appreciated where she was currently, she's on the move, she's with this new guy. Sure. Our characters are together. Fantastic. In the process there, we met a ton of characters, like a Haru Urara and potentially a El Condopasa. And there was another one too. There was multiple other ones, actually. They're escaping me. We'll pick up names, I'm sure. And yeah, it seems in the short term we're going to be, straight into competitions without much training. So, should be... should be hijinks, let's put it that way. And yeah, that's about enough setup for that. Let's dive in here to episode 2 of Musume Pretty Derby right now. Rightio, there we have it, folks. Episode 2 up there, ready to go. 23 minutes and 55 seconds on this one, so sync up accordingly with your own copy. The copy that I have grabbed is the OK Subs version. I didn't hear peep about them. It seems to be the most popular version there. Should be similar to Crunchyroll stuff. Sure. If you don't want to worry about any of that stuff, there's a picture-in-picture version in the description below for your viewing pleasure. Let's give this thing a 3, 2, 1. Radio? 3, 2, 1, go. That is Special Week looking very shocked. Okay, Vodka and Daiwa Scarlet as well. He's enjoying that. Don't do that. They're very strict to the bell. Thoughts, you two? Watashi wa. How does that make you feel? Oh yeah, I forgot that. Oh, okay, well that's nice and convenient. I forgot that she was dorming for some reason. They were roommates? Maybe. Right away? Jesus. Stand up for yourself a little bit. Come on now. You'll freak her out. Be confident. Oh, this is already a slap. I remember this song. Oh my god. So is it always going to start with that kind of introductory scene at the race course? That's an interesting way to start your opening. I think I said this last week too. Wherever anybody's going in this show, they're always just booking it. I guess it's fair enough in a horse racing show. Yeah, I want to see a bit more of that Vodka Daiwa Scarlet thing going on. They're just always at each other. We'll see. Look at fucking Goldship book it here too, man. Yeah. What's going on there? You're having a cry. Is there another anime about just, like, running? Like, racing? Run with the Wind, maybe? Anything else? Anyway. I'm used to, like, seeing somebody, like, race while doing something else, I guess. Alright, we're doing some backstory stuff here. Want to see Mum? What's Mum doing? Oh, no, you're drinking. Okay. Oh, God. I didn't think we were... I'm late. Classic. Classic. With a carrot? Come on. Come on. Show's comfy, man. Jesus Christ. You got 3 of the same girl there. Wonder if that stuff would be, like, relevant. Student council? Symboli Rudolph? Oh, like, just... Did we just talk about her then? It's kind of intimidating. Is she using really complex language, maybe? Ooh. My current mother. That's interesting, too. We'll put a pin in that, maybe. Tokai Teo. Yes, ma'am. What are you like a little servant or something? I don't. I was reading it before. Eclipse first, the rest nowhere. I guess eclipse first is in running first in a race. No, like, eclipse isn't the noun there, it's a verb. I don't really understand it, but I feel it. It's kind of cool. The soundtrack here is very funny. Lightning McQueen? Oh, we're gonna get up to some mischief in here. What? Why would you think that there were gonna be fish? Can horses swim? I guess they can. I'm learning so much. Into the tree stump. I guess? I'm trying to be the best. Like no one ever was. She was pretty banging. Okay. The Emperor. Symboli Rudolph. Well, you know what you want too. It's just pretty broad. I keep forgetting this idol shit in the show, man. Well, we're playing Twister? What does Twister do? Explain yourself. I guess it's going to be a bit more aggressive in this upcoming race. I do like the eye catchers. They're very pretty. Hello, Haru Urara. I guess there would be a distinction between clockwise and anti-clockwise when racing. I didn't really think about that. Like, what kind of direction do you prefer to turn? Okay, we're montaging it up. She's locking in. Used to do that at football training. What did we call it? Where you'd like run after another and you'd like sprint to the front of the line. She doesn't talk much, does she? Mm-hmm. Oh. Cool. So we were implying something earlier. Now, that's just precious that she's here now then. Are we going to have the race? Yeah, definitely. Okay. It's hard to gauge time passing in this show. Huh? Kill him. Keep it simple, stupid, I guess. He's not a very good coach, is he? Or maybe he's the best coach of all. Think about it. I guess he's a trainer. Different. You know. I remember I was there mere moments ago. Mm-hmm. Explain. Yeah. There you go. Hey, she's very open with it. Interesting. And were they friends? I'm guessing. Jesus. I liked that. That was great. We're sitting. I thought we'd let that simmer a little bit more. We're just explaining that now. God, it's cute. Indeed. What about Dad? Anyway. Sunday pillow? What did you call me? So this is like when they trot around in an actual horse race. And people make a lot of reads on the horse and how they'll do based on how they are in the yard. She's nervous. She's trying to do the same thing that Suzuka was doing. Do you do anything? Oh. I see how you're moving. Okay. Don't tuck yourself out before the race. Oh, that was cute. I liked that. She like went into a little bit of a jog. We're like friends. Yo. Easy. She looks a different horse. She looks confident. Already got fans. Let's go. Yeah. All part of the plan, eh? Train us on. Alright, there's an evil pirate horse next to her. Remember this? Oh, straight into it. Says terrible starts. Sarah Poole is just somebody's dead-ass name. It's like on a birth certificate somewhere. Senpai? I didn't know that. I thought you were the senpai. Queen Berry. Yeah, they're gonna be aggro. Put a hip and shoulder on. Kill him. She's fighting dirty. Just get out from behind her. Oh yeah, the mud slinging. I remember. All right, it's time to put on the gas. Special Week knows when to activate. You'll know. Okay, she put the fucking boosters on. Are you gonna try some stuff here? Or do you not have time to? She is fucking legging it. Got your ass. Play the ball, don't play the man. It's fucking Taylor's oldest time. Or horse girl, I guess, in that context. Anyway, she won. Hooray. I didn't expect her to win, honestly. Does it mean she's going to have to do like an idol show, or is that like a different race? Just like how we drew it up. Give her back a peace sign. Come on now. Oh no, she's very polite. We like Special Week. Well, that's just step one. I forgot their name. Yeah, okay. Okay. No, but the whole thing is I'm letting her loose a little bit more than you did. What was it? What did she mean by that? What's she gonna do? How are we gonna play this with so little left? She didn't know what to do. Well, practicing the dancing is presumptuous. Oh, first time seeing the ED. Because it's like, it assumes you're gonna win. Come on. Let's go starting gate. Yeah, this is great. Got the horns going. We know what we're doing. That was thoroughly enjoyable, chat room. I had a good time there. I thought the stuff about her mum was kind of intriguing. Thought that was well handled, even if, I would have held on it for longer, if that makes any sense. These two are crazy about each other. They're just... Anyway. Like, I thought I would have held that reveal a little bit longer, but that's fine. We just know now. I like that. What does this remind me of? Bune. This would absolutely slap on OS when I used to play it. This is the type of music I would listen to for sure. Any number of Kyoto Animation EDs, just big high energy, brassy, you know, chipper female choir vocals. And yeah, I mean, straight into episode 3. Why not? Let's go. Keep this horse train a chug-a-luggin'. And there's episode 3 as well. 23 minutes and 55 seconds on this one. Sync up accordingly with your own copy. Same subs, okay subs. Picture in pitch in the description below. Let's give this thing a 3, 2, 1. Radio? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. She does, then she bombed the performance. A little bit embarrassing. At least you won. You won the race. I'd imagine the idol stuff is more just like tradition rather than part of the competition itself. I don't know, it seems to be a lot about like gathering fans and stuff maybe too. Also, I mean, like, let's brush away the veneer here. It's also because it's a gacha game and idol stuff sells. We don't like to be cynical here, folks, but sometimes it is just the reason. I did really like the mum, though. The mum's cool. I fuck with her. Like, just date already, Jesus. I liked, Tokai Teo, or whatever her name was. I thought that she was pretty swell. It seems that sometimes we race in costumes like that as well, and other times we just race in like our school like sports uniform. Like our PE stuff. I'm unsure of the distinction. First big win. I'm winning big. Oh, she's just gone crazy. They're on a roll. Go! Go, my horse girls. Succeed. Oh, she spun him. Oh. Disgusting. Foul. Alright. Seems like 5 wins on the board to me. Rigil. She's just doing whatever out there. Oh, we're gonna go to karaoke. Okay. Let's see, it's like the opening. Yeah, she's a superstar at that area of the game, for sure. Unbeatable. She's our coach. Why'd the president do that? Oh, it reflects poorly on the school. That doesn't sound good. Oh, they got K-On! Bags. Look at that. This music, man. You gotta love it. You really do. She's zen. She's cool. I don't... Did we learn anything, or...? Yes, sir. Best in Japan. Okay. The Yayoi Shore. It would be quite interesting to see how we structure this. What's she going to win? What's she going to be allowed to lose? How are we going to, like, you know, oscillate the story through 13 episodes? Because she can't just win everything, can she? Oh, no! At least you're not a real horse. You're tricky. King Halo. Hill? A little bit. Yeah, she's tricky. She's like unassuming. I don't like that. Cause King Halo's the favorite. We don't need to worry about that. That's fine. Yeah, but you're not laid back. That's what scares me. They love her. I guess she got a decent start finally. No, don't fall for the bait. What's her plan here? Yeah, you're sensing some. Oh, we're sensing something. A little bit. Jesus. Okay. I didn't know she had all that. Tansho Lupin. Yes, gold ship, whatever you say. Yeah, the hill's crazy. Okay, she altered. I know, something about them booking it in the CG looks very funny to me. Oh, she's gaining. Go special week. I put the house on you. I need this. Alright. Not the way I thought that was going to go. I thought that maybe we were going to lose that race and then it was like a top 2 qualifier or something. Now she's just winning everything. She's kind of goated. What? Oh yeah, no, she's got to do a performance now. Am I dumb? Something's happening. Alright, we're on the beers. That's good. I didn't get to see any of it. There we go. Still not perfect. The timing's not quite there. Oh, she joined too. She's just letting it all hang out. I could respect that. Okay. So she's nice and locked in, too. Are we ever going to race against one another? That might be interesting. Who do we root for? Also, I'm guessing this is just Senpai Kohai, right? They're not, like, related at all? Air Groove? Some kind of carrot drink, I think that was, too. That's quite humorous. What? See, I really enjoy Gold Ship doing fucking whatever. Anything but practicing racing. LT nice guy. Stop trolling. She's locked and she's ignoring you. Come back. What do you mean by that? A loss is coming, for sure. We can't just have a win forever. We love carrots. Oh, carrots win the game too. They were a currency, I remember that. Oh, I mean, we're just besties. Did she send... Anyway, lots of carrot stuff. Okay, so the prestige of the race is like the tier of clothes we wear. Her ass is 100% losing. What? Okay. It's a weird looking background too. It was all that food that she ate from before. So is that Seiyun Sky still in this race? Yeah. Yeah, so they're still like here. They didn't get like, it wasn't like a heat for this race. It's like the same dudes. They're gonna learn some shit. They're gonna lock in. Is that purple, is it? Or pink? Tell somebody about the wardrobe malfunction. Come on. Use your head a little bit. I like the guy kind of leading her into the gate. That's funny. It's just like real life. I do like how ridiculous it is that we're making them like do this sport in like a dress and like dress shoes. I guess leave the logic at the door. She can't deal with being the favorite. The lights were too bright. Got to diversify your game plan a little bit. That hill's crazy. The Muris are great. Yeah, she's leaving herself a lot to do. Game's played up here a little bit sometimes, too. You can't just protagonist strength your way through everything. Mm-hmm. Oh no, Mum saw me come third. She kind of didn't realize till now. That's very endearing. I mean, part of sport is dealing with losing as well, so. Mm. 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 You're putting on a brave face. It isn't like you. Follow her now, Suzuka. Follow her ass. Come on. Oh yeah, the stump. I remember the stump. Why are you here? Oh yeah, this is endearing. I like this too. Feels like shit. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Also, I guess if you're like running a stable, you don't enter your own horses into the same race. Because you like cannibalize results. Anyway, such a predictable episode after a certain point. As soon as she won that first race, I'm like, okay, well, she has to lose at some point. Honestly, thought we had a chance to go a little bit deeper there too. Yeah, we keep it lighthearted. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, some of them Love Live EDs are like this too, for sure. Anyway. Experience. What else did we learn? Teo's joined. That's good. Byun, we also learned that. I'm coming around on the train. I'm still not crazy about it. He's got some history there and some beef with Hana from the other group. Like, I thought that was strictly professional, but it might be deeper than that. Yeah, I don't know. It was very fun. I had a great time once again. And yeah, I mean, we'll leave it there for tonight. We'll come back. We'll do some analysis on those two episodes tomorrow. Talk about my observations, some stuff I liked, and whatever else. Yeah, look forward to it. And we're back. It's the next day. 2 episodes of Uma Musume Pretty Derby into the books. Horse Girls on display. They were quite lovely. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. What I'm learning is that this show is some anime-ass anime. It is going to twist and turn in basically all the spots you expect it to. Like, if you've seen a sports show before, if you've seen even an idol show in some aspects here, or even if you just have any idea how stories work and where things are supposed to be and how certain characters are acting and how that'll get punished in the narrative, then episodes 2 and 3 here shouldn't have been a surprise to you. They're pretty rote. But what I'm learning through this as well is that I like anime. There's a reason why I have a channel about anime, first and foremost. It's because I enjoy it. I like it a lot. And as always, this thing always wasn't going to, I guess, be the like the story structure and everything isn't going to be the standout point for Musume. It's almost entirely premise, which is, I mean, by God, they're doing it. It's some horse girls running around as like anime girls and they're racing, and it's pretty fun. I like it a lot. Couple things to note, just as I guess our learnings out of episodes 2 and 3. We have a structure now, so we keep mentioning this triple crown thing. I believe someone somewhere had a pretty good breakdown of it all. Was it on Discord? Yeah, thank you very much to Ron Emeraldia for writing all of this down, I guess. Thank you. Now, I believe for our intents and purposes, because Japan has 3 separate triple crowns, which is, as we can see here, 9 separate races, we're doing the classic triple crown. 8 horses have won all 3, 5 have Uma Musume counterparts. We know of one of them already, that's the student council president. She was pretty cool. And yeah, we're doing this Satsuki Shore. That's the race we're doing today, which means, again, we need to win that race. You know, we won the fucking prelim or whatever it was, and now we need to win that race, and we didn't, which is confusing to me. Does that mean that we have to wait till next year to win that race, or how often do they run it? I don't... Anyway, I'm sure we'll succeed in some way. Maybe we move our goalposts there slightly. But it seems that, you know, Special Weeks set her heart on winning all 3 of these races. So, I mean, I guess we'll have to see. Also, this was pretty fun too. You know, it's a direct real-life counterpart for Junko Hosoe, who is one of the first female jockeys in Japan who was a race commentator. She's in the show. That's kind of fun. So now we have a bit of structure there. We've basically, again, in a sports show sense, been introduced to our major tournament that we're looking to win, at least in this season. 2, we did the mom stuff. I thought the mom stuff was pretty well done. Obviously, again, there is still room there for expansion, especially with birth mother. I wonder how the relationship between foster parent and birth mother was. Like, were they best friends or something equivalent? Why else would you ask somebody to take care of your child upon you like passing away in childbirth? Like, that's pretty intense. They obviously had to have known each other. And I think that her adoptive mother is really nice. I like the way that we you know, play with Special Week and, you know, get her all up to speed. I think it's also nice to learn something at least a little bit personal about Special Week as well. Spechan, what are we going to end up calling her? Because Special Week's a bit of a mouthful. Anyway, I like how we're building up this thing whereby every single interaction that she now has with another horse is like one of the first times she's interacted with somebody of like her own kind almost, you know? Again, humans, Umas, pretty similar, you know, fairly, but, you know, it's still nice to be around people like you, like-minded individuals. So yeah, that's just like... It's like our first time stepping out and seeing all this stuff. That's nice. It's a good chance for a fish out of water character, I guess. The last one is this show is just puns and visual jokes and all that stuff galore. Like that's where we're building upon the premise of the show and turning it into comedy and turning it into content. So many carrots. So carrots fucking everywhere. If you can think of a horse joke, they've probably done it. Like, there's a particular scene where she just had her belly out and she was going crazy. I don't know what that was all about, but I digress. Funny. It's a funny show. They're nailing the comedy there, I think. I guess Uma Musume's next challenge somewhat is to try and surprise me. If not, then we're still in a pretty good spot and we're just going to play out a pretty, you know, bog standard seasonal structure of a sports show. But, you know, maybe put the challenge out there. Maybe try to surprise me just a tad. Sometimes. Would be nice. Either way, we'll dive back through here and I'll get up some examples and whatever else and rewatch and learn all over again. It's going to be great. I'll try not to repeat just like every joke I did in the reaction, but yes, he most certainly is enjoying getting kicked there. That's no good. I guess this was something that surprised me. The direction we went with Suzuka as a character. She's really nice. I didn't expect her to be like nice. I thought that at least she'd be a little bit more closed off before, opening up and being nice and doing that whole shebang. But I was seeing like some Kosaka Reina areas or something. Like she's just like super intense and crazy about it and isn't going to, bounce well off of this kind of demeanor. But no, she seems to be working just fine. She's just a little bit, almost like a tsundere about it. Not very self-confident, but when you get to know her, she's quite nice. She's good. She's a good girl. I like her. And yeah, I mean, you guys watched the episode. There's the surprise there that they are indeed roommates. Very, very cool. Which I guess will give us an opportunity to debrief somewhat with her. And again, she seems to be like the second main character. Bounce ideas off of. Potentially at some point we're going to learn some more about her too. That'd be nice. Just backstory and, what went down with her previous group and whatever else. I would like to learn that stuff. I look forward to that. It's very cute that special week, first thing she does when she gets into the room is sit down to write a letter to mom. I thought that was delightful. She's a good girl. We like her. She also offhandedly mentions here that she hasn't really raced and ran around with other Uma before, so this whole day was a new experience for her, which again, we'll learn additional context with that in due time. And I guess partially in due time is right now, because we do get a bit of a dream sequence, albeit we are interrupted by a scary-looking bird, as we can see there, where it's like special week training and racing against a bird, not, this bird, but a different bird. She didn't have anybody to race with. That's makes me sad a little bit, I don't know. Also, I know that Hokkaido isn't like cold all year round, but this seems like pretty nice. Yo. Maybe I should go to Hokkaido. I don't know, maybe something in her having a dream and racing against this one bird flying through the sky and picturing that eventually as Silent Suzuka. That's something, this thing that I'm reaching out in the sky, aspiring to be, is also this bird that I'm racing with. Something. Could be something. But its real purpose is just to do this joke as well, which is 10 out of 10. Late for school, no toast about. We're Uma Musume, damn it. We're not doing any of the fucking toast stuff. Get a carrot in your mouth. Come on now. Their eyesight must be insane. Yo. Then we're off to school, and it's straight into class, and we're trying to learn some stuff at least. This is an interesting distinction here, is that you have to be Class B, or not Class B, Class C, to be entering these races to get this specific Triple Crown. Like, I guess that begs the question, what do Class B and Class A horses compete in? Is it like different races? Is it like stepping up a level there and, then racing against only the best? We will learn in due time. I wanted to shout out Simboli Rudolph here as one of the horses that has won a Triple Crown, who is also the Student Council President, which, again, Special Week gets inexplicably called up to go and see. So, can we talk about Eclipse first, the rest nowhere? Listen, okay. There's multiple interpretations here based on what you interpret each word as. If you think that eclipse is a noun, eclipse first. There's gonna be an eclipse? I don't know. Maybe I've just got fucking Mushi-Shi on the mind, maybe, but no eclipses in the show, so chuck that out. That's probably not correct. Maybe the capitalization of the letter there is confusing me a little bit too, but either way, it's eclipse is a verb, so we're going to eclipse first. We're going to go even further beyond first. We're going to eclipse it. Then there's two interpretations for this next line too. One which I think is ultimately correct, the rest nowhere. The rest being the rest of the competitors. They're nowhere because you've eclipsed first and you've beaten everybody, but also it's more symbolic than that. It's I've almost stopped thinking about everybody as well. I've shoved them out of my mind. I'm only competing against myself in this ultimate ideal of success, as opposed to wanting to beat all the other horses. It's a little bit more internal than external is the point there. Like the rest are nowhere because I'm solely focused on myself and my internal goals, Or it could mean the rest nowhere, so we don't have any time to rest. It's two different interpretations of rest again, so I mean, I'm pretty sure my first interpretation there was right, but it's a confusing line, damn it. I don't know about that as the school motto. We might need to trim that up a little bit, just punch it up, Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to talk about this aspect too. Okay, so for one, I didn't even know why this meeting is happening. We just called her up here as a new student to give her the rundown, I guess. I think her vibe too is that she speaks in a lot of really complicated words, which I guess was gotten across well enough in the subbing, but I don't know, maybe I've just got a good vocabulary, I don't know. She looks down at the file of Special Week and says, "Your mother is." Well, that would imply that maybe the birth mother was famous, you know? I've come from a good lineage, maybe, and, racing is important in my family. Potentially a famous racehorse is your mother. Or maybe it's the other mother. I don't know, your mother is. Potentially she's like a world famous trainer or something, and maybe had to like step away from everything that's going on to train up this one girl, or raise this one girl, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out in due time. That's a little bit of intrigue there. We like that. There was also this evil horse that was eavesdropping on us the entire time. Her name is Tokai Teo. She seems pretty fun. She sings and she dances, and she joins us by the very end of things going on. She seems like a lot younger to me. I don't know why. Jury's still out on her, I guess. I'm pretty okay with everybody else. I'm waiting for you to like have your like bit, I guess. Also, I mean, I'm looking at the streak in the hair. Are these two related? Are they siblings? Is this anything? Either way, all we know about her at this juncture is that she likes to hang out in the student council president's room and not make herself known. I don't know who the hell this is, but we fuck with Meijiro McQueen heavy. We like this horse here. She wants you to be quiet in the library. I can do that. Anything you say. I thought we showed a fair bit of restraint here when we went to the pool, all things considered, so potentially there's still more room for some pool-based shenanigans. I don't know if this show has OVAs, but if it does, please watch out. There could be some, you may see more horse girl than you bargained for. Oh my god, we got Brian from Family Guy over here? Yo. Okay, awesome. More to the point, what we're doing structurally here is a little bit of a musical montage. It's not the first one we do in this kind of 2-episode chunk. It seems like something we do like to do. It's well done. There's good jokes in there. We fly by and we kind of get introduced to the school very quickly. It's good. I wanted to shout out this one in particular because it serves as a good setup for something that we do at the end of episode 3, helping, again, my whole session here feel pretty contiguous. Or again, maybe you would mention here if it was your sister or something. I think you're just a fan. You could be a fan of Simboli Rudolph. That's okay. And I guess upon like hearing Teo speak so highly of Simboli Rudolph and all these things that, she's done and I want to be like her, she's like, oh, great, yeah, she's got a dream, much like my dream, to be the best racehorse in Japan, of course. Interesting that as we're kind of affirming that dream again, we get lots of shots of Suzuka, who seems to be, I guess you would call it, the ideal at the moment. Lots of goofs here too. I don't know about the Twister part, that's neither here nor there, but I do enjoy Goldship's enthusiasm. That's endearing. I guess after seeing the race, I understand the concept of Twister as a training technique a little bit more. They're going to bump you and try to get you out of the way and whatever. You got to be flexible. You got to have your movement all up and about. You got to be warmed up because they're not going to, it's not going to be like training. It's pretty serious on game day. That's what they're trying to say. So again, maybe Twister's not bad kind of practice in that regard. Did I say we love a musical montage? Because we absolutely do, 100%. I got to remember not to play this show too, because I've heard rumors of copyright shenanigans. We don't want to be playing the episodes as much. I'm still trying to remember what this was called. Again, you run around in a line as a team, and whoever's last sprints all the way to the front as the whole party continues running. Now again, I used to play Australian rules football. There's 22 players on the ground. That's a long way to run from here to here. Well, no, there's 18 on the ground, there's 22 total. Shut up. Point being, this is a lot easier, a lot more manageable with less people there. But yeah, musical montage, we're doing that again. This episode moves very quickly. It's like, oh yeah, you're doing the debut race and you big, flung straight into it. And again, we just kind of, she's nervous and then she does the training and then she's nervous and then she does the training. It's, it's working fine. Now, what's your name again? You're like our, dorm head person. It seems that, again, some of the deal with Special Week as well, and you want to make sure that Suzuka's being a good friend, and you kind of prompt her away from Special Week to, be nice to her, right? Basically, she's never really been around people like her before, so if you could be a friend to her and support her, and again, she's training hard, she's, learning all this stuff at once. If you could be like a helping hand there, that would be appreciated. That's quite sweet. Again, like, we allude to the mom connection too. If you were, you know, like most other people here, you would at least have a mom who was a Uma Musume horse girl person. You know, that could at least be somebody that was like you, that was, you know, around you growing up. But again, she didn't even really have that. She had a different mom. She had a great mom, but not like the same. So it's nice to see that you're kind of supplanting that role almost. It's nice, right? Did I say we love carrots? Look at the fucking and all the stationery too. That's brilliant. I love that. I guess another growth opportunity for the show as we continue is to get a little bit more serious about like the game day of the races and like what our tactics are and what our plan is and how do we best get, you know, results out of our specific strengths. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a part of the game, right? Like, there's certain horses that are good at certain things, so you train up those attributes. Like, that seems like something we should be doing too, no? Specifically in the framing here, the point is that we have no plan. The point is that there is no plan. I guess it's to free up Special Week's mind and help make sure that she's comfortable. Again, you've seen that she has a natural affinity and just this kind of almost sixth sense about when to go. So again, you're putting that to the test here, right? I know that you're talented enough to win this debut race on, you know, pure ability alone. Let's not send you in there with any specific tactics. If anything, by the end of episode 3, this gets shown up as being incorrect and we may need to start to implement some stuff. Because again, if you're very one-dimensional, we're going to learn to exploit that. Where again, Seiyun Sky, again, it seems like her natural strategy was to get out right in front ahead, right? But instead, this time she held back for a long time, blah, 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 and then went, right? She timed her run a lot better. I just hope the show doesn't evolve into whoever trains the hardest wins, and I hope there's a little bit of a tactical layer there. Again, a la any other sports show. That's another fun piece of world building too. I believe they have, like, horseshoes on their shoes. Yo, that's genius. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, I mean, we're going kind of through the word association of, like, horses or something, and they have horseshoes implemented into the show. Why not? Damn, we really do love carrots, too. From birth, we loved carrots. Anyway, we do the mum thing here. This is the birth mother. I'm guessing she's very unwell at the moment and is, like, literally handing the baby off to... I believe we had a name? No, we did not get a name. We still do not have a name, damn it. Very sad. I was looking for the name to see if there was, what's the word? Any honorifics with it, because that would give me an indicator of how close these two are. But I guess a better indicator of how close they are is I'm literally handing you my baby on my deathbed. They must be pretty close, is my point. Okay, so my computer just crashed, but I believe before that point I was talking about how nice this little montage was. It was just, you know, again, carrots. But nice little moments, mother and daughter, raising her right. You can tell there's a lot of weight there based on the previous relationship. It's good to see. Rain, hail, or shine, we're out here training. She's got quite a bit of strength, too. Something about the get-up here kind of reminds me of, like... You like run a stable or something, so that's some fun costuming there. I don't know, again, I don't have much experience with horses, obviously, but, like, I don't know, you see them from a young age, and you can, like, play with them and stuff. There's definitely, like, a bond there, is my point. That's almost being reflected here. There's even this specific one here with, you know, the water balloons filled with mud and... you know, it goes in their eyes and whatever else. That is direct training that affects her and her ability to win the upcoming race. Just set up and pay off. It's good. So yeah, that scene succeeds in telling us why Special Week has that lofty, ambitious goal that she has, right? To be the best in Japan. It's because I want to make both of my mums proud. And again, keep that promise from my, you know, second mum to my first mum, you know? Well, a lot of mums. I thought there was an interesting moment there where we mentioned a horse called Sunday Pillow that didn't compete for some reason. Maybe that'll come up again. I don't know. It felt like something that was... maybe it's just world building, I don't know, but it felt pretty direct. I don't know. Either way, more meaning through contrast here. Remember Silent Suzuka out there on stage, throwing the coat around, being all awesome. Of course, again, you're not going to be even in the same ballpark, in the same universe as her when it comes to that kind of stuff. Very green, very nervous, very fun. And yeah, if we are thinking about our like real world equivalent, you have like the horses and they go in the yard and they trot around a bit and they're there with the jockeys and the trainers and whatever else. And normally, again, I mainly know about this from the gambling point of view, which kind of tells you where my family's in on it with. But anyway, if the horse is like jumpy in the yard, that's normally a bad sign. You want them to be very calm and ready, right? Or maybe it's okay that they're jumpy because they're ready and raring to go. I don't know. You can take whatever interpretation there you want, I think. Very, very sneaky, Mr. Trainer, sir. Hey, I forgot to give her a bib. Make sure that you give this bib to her, Suzuka. Again, you're a good people person. You're looking at the both of them. You're like, okay, there's something there. Especially, again, special week towards Suzuka. If you go hand her this, it'll be a better result than me doing it. Again, he's switched on. He knows what he's doing. The power of anime friendship and whatever else, whatever other junk. Like, see what I mean? Like, immediately she's just, like, super nice. I thought there'd be a little bit more of a progression there, but that's okay. I still like nice people. You're very nice. Again, her main point here is that go out there and have fun as well, right? I know it's scary and daunting, but you are taking the first step on your journey, and to complete your goal. Have fun with it, right? Isn't that exciting? Kind of channel that feeling and the positive feelings that come along with this kind of nervousness. I mean, easier said than done, obviously. There must be some element of the fear of failure in all of this, but still, hey, it's the thought that counts. I don't know, it inspires her, it works. And obviously pairing it with the first time I think we see Suzuka call her Spechan, which is like, oh, we're close. We became like friends. It's nice. There's an immediate change in composure, and kind of we have some like crowd characters that comment on it. I thought that was quite pointed. In a very like sports show sense, we jump around to a whole bunch of characters to give like running special comments on whatever it is that we're doing. Show's got a broad enough cast that are pretty unique and stuff to be able to do that. Again, I want to see that in like a huge race. I want to be like, oh, what does this party here think? Then this party, then this party. Hopefully that is coming. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to find like a thesis statement for this episode and struggling a little bit. Like, I guess it's believe in yourself. People will try to bring you down, but remember to have fun, remember to trust in your feelings, trust your gut, trust almost your innateness, which may come from your mother and birth mother and all that other kind of thing, your innate talent and joy for doing this thing. Because Trainer there specifically says, like, oh yeah, she's too nervous to even think about tactics. She's got to run this on instinct. And I guess maybe that's where some of this like dodging stuff comes into it too. I guess that's a thesis statement. That's what she did to win this race. You can justify it a little bit more than her just winning because she's the main character. Queen Berry here is very fun, very physical. We like to see that. A few more villainous horses will go a long way too. Just some heels. We like some heels in a sports show. Special week is trailing here, getting some dirt thrown back at her. Again, we trained with Mum for this specific thing. Very, very cool. I guess I was waiting for a little bit more of a like pronounced protagonist power, and maybe that'll come a little bit more in time, like a triple P. It seems that she gets her eyes on the finish line and then like super giga locks in and is running hella fast, like she's going crazy. I guess I was waiting for her to like announce it, or for there to be like a special effect or something. I don't know. Just the one I'm thinking of at the moment, Chihaya Furu. We have Chihaya in that show. It's about Karata. There's like a specific like word or card that she never loses, and she has a specific advantage over everybody else, and she's unique in this way, and I'm waiting for a little bit more of that. I wanted her to like, oh, announcement. This is the thing I'm good at, and like my strategic competitive advantage over everybody else. Again, early days, still could be coming, but another thing I'd like to say. What makes each of these horses unique from one another? And I want that to be more pronounced. One thing I do really like, and it continues in the next episode as well, whenever she passes anybody, like some of them like fodder horses, they're like, Buri! Like I hope that's a consistent thing. I really like it. It's cute. It's really cute. And yeah, I mean, you guys saw the episode. She wins the race. Hooray, thank you, Special Week. It's a pretty triumphant moment. I really like this, because again, when I think about the best in Japan, I think about Suzuka. She's giving me a little peace sign. It's nice. It's like, it's like I've made it. I belong. I fit in moment for Special Week. It's good. There's a brief scene here between our trainer and Hana-san here about, oh, do you think that Special Week's any good? And she's like, oh, I don't know. Make sure you hold them reins on Silent Suzuka, though. Now, again, my read was that you were holding them too tight, and that she wanted somebody to let her race in her own natural way, and you were, too commanding about racing a certain way and not following, again, one's intuition like Special Week does. I guess it's building up this major dichotomy between the philosophies of both of the parties here, where it's like, you're very regimented and all about training and, replicable stuff, and again, Trainer-san's a little bit more freeform. Again, I've seen fiction before, so I know who's going to win there, but I don't know. More stuff with you and Suzuka would be nice, just to flesh that out a little bit. How did you fall out? How did that all go, I guess? I was much like Special Week, where I keep forgetting about the idol show element of it. Again, she won her race, and she's thrust into this idol show, which she has not practiced at all. But I guess for everybody else, they're just kind of fucking winging it out there, because, nobody's, practicing idol shit. They're just, I guess they'll just be good at the performance because they're just naturally good performers. I don't know. She does better in time, but she fucks up this time. It's a good kind of comedic end to the episode. And I guess just while we're here, the ED is really fun. Very colourful. I like the group vocals. We're getting everybody involved there. It is a show very much about singing as well, as we see in our last scene there. So again, having a musical ED involving the VAs, just spunky, good visuals, good gags all over it. I don't know. Again, nothing I hadn't seen before, but welcome. That's the kind of vibe. Into episode 3 now, and we start with calling back to the whole, winning live fiasco where she failed. But then straight after that, very quickly, you get your second win, and everybody else here gets their first. Silent Suzuka, it's whatever win for her at this point, I don't know. She beats everybody, but so much. She's clearly very talented. She's very, very good. She's kind of like our ace or something. It's nice. Anyway, we're getting wins on the board. We're all feeling good about it. Potentially leads to a little bit of, I don't know. We get a little bit too comfortable, We need to stay on our toes. We get a few wins here and we're just all, bit up ourselves. We needed something. Again, even very early in this episode, I'm like, okay, we're going to lose here at some point. We have to. It's like there has to be lessons learned in a piece of television, and we can't really do that without, adversity, I guess. Oh, there we mentioned that, again, Daiwa Scarlet and Vodka, they're a bit different from you. You got consecutive wins, so you may be a little bit more experienced, that being Gold Ship. Now, looking at the opening, I think her gimmick is just going to be that she can just if it's a straightaway, she's unbeatable. She's just gonna, absolutely juggernaut tank her way through. Which, that's cool. She's like the strength, We love to see it. I want to see them in action, man. I want to diversify away from Special Week a little bit. Hopefully, again, we do that. Look at Gold Ship. She's doing, Tony Hawk shit out here or something. Again, undefeated show when it comes to these small visual gags and whatnot. But more to the point, if we're going to keep winning, we have to practice the winning lives. Let's go to Teo. She seems to be the one that's switched on about at least this part of it. Maybe room there to get a little bit better at the racing. I don't know. The karaoke scene here is very fun. It's very quick, though. I wish we sat in here a little bit more and had a few more, I guess, conversations rather than immediately going to montage. This shot here. Put up the K-On! It's very similar. That's my point. I love K-On! So anything that makes me think of it is good. Anyway, I like that they needed to practice as well because, again, Teo has her connection to Rudolph, or what was her name again? Something Rudolph? Anyway, we're bringing, embarrassment to the school. Can you fucking switch on? We've almost implemented her there to teach them to not, embarrass us, to embarrass the academy. I know this is clearly a very, quick aside, but I don't know, seeing it animated would be nice. Just kind of zooming out on stills is a little bit, how you going? It's okay. After karaoke, there's a little bit of stuff with Teo there, and, you having high hopes for her and whatever else. But mostly, hey, special week, it's time for you to try to go for this triple crown thing. You have to win the Satsuki Sho, the Japanese Derby, and the Kikuka Sho, of course. Now, I think this is too much too quickly, and I think everybody else does too, but she's the only one that can be eligible for it this year, I guess. Which, I mean, does this show span multiple years then? Are we gonna pick up this one the next year? Something like that, maybe? It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. And I don't know, I guess from Special Week's perspective here, it's kind of a free hit. Nobody's really got any expectations on her to win this kind of thing, to go for a triple crown in her first year. Why not, again, reach for the stars. Go for it, Fly through the air, soar towards your goals, all that other kind of stuff. Very, very quick scene here with Grass Wonder, who I believe we saw in the first episode. She seemed like somebody that's almost like hiding power level a little bit. She might be a secret ace, a secret gun. You never know. But she's hurt her leg. So again, we're trying to give Special Week some perspective here. Just be grateful that you're able to be even out on the track. Don't be nervous. Don't beat yourself up over these races, because at least you're out there racing, as opposed to me, who's stuck all inside. With these characters, sometimes I feel like we're just planting seeds, like El Condo Pasa, right? Like, she's still over there. We're gonna do something with it eventually. We have to. It's just a seed, like Grass Wonder, just a seed. Stuff will happen with these characters at some point. In a very similar way to Grass Wonder, we are reintroduced here to Seiyun Sky, who is pretty lax, but is the type that kind of switches on when it's game day. These are the types, especially in sports shows, that you need to be careful of, because they will catch you by surprise with how brilliant they actually are. And I like that the brilliance here wasn't just that you were underestimating her the first time, it was that you were underestimating her the second time and her tactical ability to change something. And yeah, there's a particular moment here once she does win, where she's like, looks out to the crowd, and it's like this really triumphant moment for her, which makes me think that we may be doing more with Seiyun Sky later as well. So again, before we do the other one, the actual Triple Crown race, we need to do the Yayoi show first. Now again, my interpretation here was like this was like qualifying or something, or at least like a very similar race that gives you a good indicator of how you will go in the proper race. And yeah, I guess more of this too, like race-specific conditions and things that we have to account for. Like there's this hill here in this race, and it's slightly longer. Again, it calls for a different tactical, I guess, makeup to do this race that's a little bit longer that has a hill versus the race that was just 1,600 meters and you could kind of just do whatever on it. It was a very standard race. Once again, I want to like look for solutions to these problems in the episode structurally. I think like, having a specific plan around a hill rather than just kind of winging it and running it on instinct is a step that the show should take in the future. Just could be a direction we go in. Right now it's a very fun show and it's doing the characters right. I'm just waiting for the sport element to take flight a little bit more. Also, this King Halo girl did like nothing. We gave her a big run. She was the favorite going into this race, but she did jack shit. Yo, what a fraud. King Halo's the biggest fraud in the show. I guess she does run second to Seiyun Sky in the next race, so she's no slouch. I don't know, maybe that was a little bit harsh. If we are going to do some analysis of how each kind of girl here runs the race, Seiyun Sky starts with this tactic of, okay, her whole thing is that she wants to be unassuming, and then when the race happens, she wants to surprise everybody with her not being laid back at all, right? She's like challenging her character archetype, right? So her idea here is to run out really fast straight ahead and hopefully catch everybody else off guard and get an insurmountable lead. That doesn't happen. We know what, again, Special Week's advantages there are. She's very good at the end. She sees that finish line and she just goes. So we hold energy next time. And I guess that's the unassuming part, that you did alter something. Or again, Special Week seems to be a fast finishing horse. So again, we've got to evolve tactically. Maybe sometimes we've got to get out of the blocks early. I will say from a writing perspective, being a strong finisher is way more exciting. So I mean, maybe we just keep that around and she just closes in on everybody. She, just right there at the end of the race, just comes on the outside and just goes. Yeah, we have that a little bit more. She calls it her wind. So that's like her ability is to like lock in and go there towards the end. Yeah, again, like a name there is huge for me. Like, oh, it's time to activate my wind. Pause, don't activate your wind. I think that'd be bad for everybody behind you, but you know what I mean. Like, it gives it a tangibility for mine. Like oh yeah, it's my ability, let's go. Very video gamey too, which I like. I guess the testing ground will be other horses and how they race. Are they going to have something, that's different to, say, the wind, right? Are they going to have like a different ability and a different set of tactics that goes along with it? Hopefully so. And yeah, I mean, you guys saw it. Special Week wins this race and potentially gets a little bit ahead of herself as a result. Now, this scene here is very confusing to me. So, race finishes, obviously, again, Special Week's very excited about it. She's won. Suzuka, normally pretty switched on about this racing stuff, pulls trainer aside and points at something. Look over there. And then it seems like we're pointing at you, just okay, we're going to hand you a fucking Rubik's Cube or something. I don't really know what's going on there. And then after that, we see Teo, and she's like, oh yeah, I see this happening, and this is all very inspiring to me and makes me want to join the team proper and get back into racing and whatnot. I guess seeing how close-knit we are as a group back here is inspiring. That's something that I want. It's cute that, again, as Suzuka was inspiring to Special Week, we have now Special Week inspiring Teo. That's nice, But more to the point, what did Suzuka point at? Was it Sei in the Sky and her, supposed confidence after seeing that? Again, almost like she was using this a little bit more as a test run than we even realized here at this time. I don't know, what did she point at is my point. Was it just Special Week and that she looked happy? I don't see how that's relevant. Anyway, Special Week won the G2 Yayoi Sho. Big win. I need to revise my Uma Musume. Is she allowed to be in G2? I thought that was only for other rank of horse. Anyway, I must be wrong there. What I wanted to point out is all the, abundance of carrots in every dish. They fucking love carrots, man. Even the alcohol here, jus de carotte. Oh, that's just brilliant. And my other favorite visual joke of the episode, of course. Fat. Special Week. Letting it all hang out. I think that's just... It's got a big beer gut. That's just good areas. That's very funny. She also nailed the live this time too, which is nice. Again, a little more confident, switched on. She understands what's happening. Goes a long way. And as I mentioned before, Teo is joining. There's a quick scene here with Rudolph as well, where we're, hey, make sure you're not only just in there to have fun and socialize and do all that other kind of stuff. If you want to be like me, you have to put the hard yards in as well. So I'm rooting for her, for sure, and this kind of, again, senpai-kohai thing we have going on. It's cute. I'd like to see it fleshed out once again, but, cute. Emphasizing the motto, of course. What is Goldship doing here? She's, playing, Go or something. Let's have a look. Yeah, she's got... Why is her training so fucking strange compared to everybody else's? She's always, meditating... or doing handstands. Or is she a monk? What's her end game here? What is it that she does? Yeah, anyway, we'll learn in time. She's very funny. I like her a lot. Her design's very striking too. She's got almost very masculine facial features, which I think is a point of difference compared to all the other cutesy girls. So I like her. I want to see more Goldship. Look at her. She's the picture of focus, man. She's insane. What is she doing? Again, juggernaut status for sure. How does this help you run around a track better? This is when, it kind of locks in for me that we're about to lose the next race. We have a good friend Trainer-san here being very, very cocky. Almost talking shit to Hana about the Satsuki show and how good Special Week's gonna go, who's your tip, blah, 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 blah. Where she's seen something which, again, almost like Suzuka saw as well, and that Sei and Sky saw. There's something there that is exploitable, and, when it comes to the biggest stage, we will exploit it. And a little dash of stuff for the trainer as well. Why did you come back? That implies that he was there before and left. Why did he leave? Why did he give up on his dream only momentarily? What inspired him to come back? Again, more room there. Again, I joke about how much this guy kind of sucks, but he's okay, and I'd like to see more content. I don't know, just... He's very world-weary and stuff. I want to know why he is the way he is, Oh, I forgot about this too. Even the trainer here is kind of well... Almost I expect Special Week to lose too, or at least there's a large chance of it happening. And this is again more a learning opportunity for her to pick herself back up when things aren't going okay. Where again, friends are important for that, but also you know, keeping an open mind, not getting ahead of yourself, thinking a little bit more tactically. There is room there to grow still, and he wants to use this as almost a learning opportunity. I thought that we're going to build up the pain a little bit more too with making Mom, you know, actually show up for this race, and I quote-unquote fail in front of Mom, but that's not a direction we went in. She's just watching via the television. That's okay. I guess it builds up to a more triumphant moment when she finally does show up and watch in person, and maybe you see that and then inspires you to go even further beyond or some equivalent. That'd be nice. I'm happy we got an explanation for the clothes thing too, because again, last episode they were in like their uniforms, and this episode they're in like, you know, fancy clothes, and in the opening they were in fancy clothes and stuff, and I'm like, what's the distinction? It seems that for important races, a G1 race, prestigious, you do dress up a little bit. The fashion element of it may be inspiring for you too as well, to want to get to this level to the point where you get to put that shit on too, you know, get all dressed up. Oh, that's a thing we didn't really do much more of. She has a wardrobe malfunction here a little bit. Is she wearing like fucking underwear? I don't know what's going on there. I don't even want to know, but we didn't really pay off on that. I thought it would be a thing like, oh, I'm having a wardrobe malfunction and that's gonna like distract me while I'm racing. Didn't really do that. I guess props for not being like that predictable, but also, was there any bearing on it, or is it just one thing that was kind of throwing her off a little bit? Maybe. I don't know. I guess it would be kind of lame for, you know, everybody to be implying that she's going to lose the next race, Hana and Seiyun Sky, and being really confident and that kind of thing, only for her to turn around and lose because of a wardrobe malfunction. That's not anything. That's not a learning. I just had a freak accident happen to me. Like, that doesn't prove anything. I guess here at least it's like, you know, she lost because her tactics weren't strong enough and she needs to get better at certain areas and improve, and that's a little bit better than a wardrobe malfunction, I guess. But as you get up to the G1 races, crowds are even louder. She's feeling a lot more confident than her first race. She nails the throwing of the code and everything else. She's smiling for the camera. She's almost embracing being the favorite. But once again, there's this sense of getting ahead of yourself, for sure. Like, I think I said in the reaction here, I'm like, she's like 100% losing this race. There's no way she isn't. But this was a cute touch. I think it's just a joke, really. But you know how before these big races, the horses are kind of jumpy and they need like assistance to get put into their gate and whatever? We have a guy to do that. That's fun. She's like all very flustered, and we need to like place her in a correct spot. I don't know, probably not the character I would do that with. She's normally pretty chill. Like, that's her character archetype, is that she's chill until game day when she switches on. Like, I don't know, maybe do that with Queen Berry or whoever it was last episode. Like, oh, she's a bit rambunctious. Either way, it's a fun visual joke and a good bit of world building. I guess it's a suspension of disbelief thing that in the most important races we put them in formal clothes and make them wear like dress shoes and stuff. Like, that's not conducive to having a good race, really. But I don't know, again, it's a gacha game, it's an idle thing. They're gonna be a little bit out there. I think the commentary does a lot. I like it as just something to kind of keep your eyes busy and keep your ears busy as the races are going on, because again, they're essentially running around in a circle. It's not crazy. So again, much like actual horse racing, the announcer is doing a lot of the work of making it like entertaining and building up the drama and whatnot. They're almost invaluable, you know, to the viewing experience. And yeah, this is where we see it. There's a notable difference between the tactics that Seiyun Sky had last time and the tactics that she's using now. Something that Special Week isn't doing, changing tactics, being versatile, being nimble. She's not really doing any of that. I think specifically here you got out to a large lead first time around. This time you're making your move almost in the same way that Special Week did, right at this exact point. You almost like learned from her, you know? And also in turn there, also kind of caught her off guard. Like, you know, I didn't expect you to do this here at this time. It caused me to flinch for a moment. That created the gap, and then I wasn't able to close it with my closing speed. I think it is interesting. She almost gains like no ground here at the spot where she's supposed to be her strongest. Like, that's like, why didn't it work? Like, you didn't gain any? Were they just too quick at the front? Yeah, more context, more information needed there. Like, again, I don't want to play it because copyright, but there's like a decent gap there, man. Like, that's already those two, and then like right there, like she's She's way behind. What happened? There's this really nice triumphant moment, though, for Seiyun Sky. I felt good about it. I don't know, she's not like an evil person, so seeing her like succeed is also kind of nice. Cool design and whatnot, sure, we'll allow it. The end of the episode here was very predictable though. Again, like the emotional outburst after losing and whatever else there, and her putting on a brave face with Suzuka and going and crying by herself. Like, that's just straight out of the textbook. Not that it's bad or anything. I like the textbook. Again, I like anime, but like, come on, man. I like that we did the tree stump, I'll give you that. I potentially thought there was also an opportunity here for us to get a little bit more serious too. We still play our, like, you know, I lost the race and I'm down scene pretty lightly. Like, it doesn't really tug at anything in IMO. And for me, it's more about the trainer-san part of it, right? Where he then walks over and is equally frustrated at the way that he acted and needs to, you know, get his frustrations out in that same way. Just again, kind of some solidarity with his horses as well. I don't know, it's something. There's a thing there with Hana as well, and losing to Hana, and she was right and I was wrong maybe, so I don't know. He hates losing, man. And so it seems we're moving on to the Japanese Derby. I'm going to use this loss, use it as strength to get stronger and beat Seiyun Sky in that race. I wonder if it's only Seiyun Sky that we have to worry about, or if there's going to be a rogues gallery of other horses in this event. Once again, is the whole Triple Crown thing a full season jobby, or is it something we're going to knock over before the end of the season, or... Again, I've got to keep watching to find out, I guess. And with that, we finished both the episodes. I liked them again, for sure. Some structural stuff is a little bit on the frustrating side, but I think it's just, you know, opening few episode jitters and whatever else. Also, I'm happy that it didn't crash again. Very cool. It was good. I like the characters and the jokes in the world and the that stuff. A lot more than the actual sport right now, which could use a little bit more beefing up. But again, we got time. Next week, I may endeavor to do 3. We'll see how timing goes and how the week goes and whatever else. I'm pretty tired here at the moment. I'm sure you can see the eyes. But, yeah, it's a very watchable show, too. It's very bingeable. You almost, like, want to see that next race and see, you know, how we do in it. Either way, I'm rambling. I'll see you next week. Patreon if you want to be that 1 week ahead. Like the video, subscribe, all that other kind of normal stuff. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Ciao.